In this episode, we look at Unit 10, Food and the Energy Chain, page 72 from our science workbook. Animals and plants need energy for all their activities. When animals eat plants, this energy is passed on to the animals. There are some animals that do not eat plants, but they feed on other animals that have eaten plants. In this way, animals obtain their energy directly or indirectly from plants. Animals that eat plants are called herbivores. They are called herbivores. For example, cows. Animals that eat the flesh of other animals are called carnivores. They are called carnivores or meat eaters. For example, tigers and lions. Animals which feed on both plants and animals are called omnivores. They are called omnivores. For example, bears and humans. Plants use energy from the sun to make their own food by a process known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means putting together by light. In the food making process, energy from the sun is combined with carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll to form a simple sugar called glucose. Oxygen is given off as a waste product. Plants are called producers. Plants are called producers because they use energy from the sun to make their own food. Animals cannot make their own food. They either eat plants or other animals. They are called consumers. They are called consumers. Food chains. The living things in a community are linked together through their foods. For example, a cow, a man, and a plant are linked because the cow eats the plant and man eats the flesh of the cow. Each organism in this relationship is like a link in a chain. These links are called food chain. A food chain is a series of living things linked together because each one is food for the other. And here we have the sun. Energy goes from the sun to the grass, which makes its own food, called a producer. The cow eats the grass and gets the energy there, and then man eats the cow. Most food chains have the same pattern. Food chains are found in soil, on land, and in water. Several food chains can be linked together to form a food web. For example, in a natural habitat, a mango tree can provide food for many different animals, including man. Note: a food chain always begins with a plant. A food chain always begins with a plant. The animal next to the plant is always a herbivore, and the animal next to the herbivore is either a carnivore or an omnivore. The arrows in the food chain show the direction in which the energy is flowing. We now move from page 72 to page 73, and here you are going to do your unit review, and we'll talk about the answers in class. In the next episode, we move on to Unit 11, the sense organs, the eyes and ears. See you then.